Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. Never did I ever think we'd ever see anything like this. Thomas and Friends comes to Train Sim World. Wow. Exciting really. I mean, this is aimed really at kids, isn't it? But for someone that's grown up around Thomas the Tank over all my younger years, never did I ever think down the line would I ever be able to play with, like, Thomas and Diesel in a detailed train simulator. People will probably laugh if I say detail, but if you look back at like where you've seen like Thomas the Tank games in the past, there's nothing like this, is it? It's on stuff like VTech and Nintendo DS and stuff like that, and really old systems in days gone by. So to have it in TSW as a platform where you can actually walk around and get into Thomas and drive it is pretty damn hellfire, to be honest. Take on that what you will, but for me I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm actually really excited for this because there's so many things you can do with it. Not only obviously does it come with like stuff for the West Somerset Railway, but we can do so much stuff. I mean, he's at Steamtown today on this video. We're at Steamtown and Carnforth, so we could do stuff here. I've got some ideas that I'm going to do some stuff for like videos and streams, so watch the space and we'll do some adventures of our own. But yeah, for today's video we're going to have a look around the stock before we get into doing stuff with the scenarios. I'm probably going to feature the scenarios as a bit of a playthrough sort of series where we just play through the scenario, no talking as such. We might do a little bit of that, but we're just going to sort of just enjoy them really for what they are. So keep your eye out for them because those will follow. So we're going to do a bit of driving, we're going to do a little bit of looking around. We're going to start off with Thomas, and then we'll have a little dabble with Diesel as well. Oh, hang on. I'm not actually in foot mode. It took off then. Hang on. We'll just climb out. So, you get Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle. You get Diesel, and a aura of troublesome trucks, some with faces, as you expect. You've got the box fans with the faces, and you've also got some which don't have faces as well mixed in there. Yeah, actually, the faces animate and everything, they move. Do they giggle? I don't know. I have no idea, but it's amazing to see how well detailed these are. If you look at this and go and then look at like, well, sort of like the CGI series, just have a look at how like close this is, because this is pretty accurate. Now I remember the interview that DTG did when they first announced this, the follow-up interview. They've pretty much been given the holy grail to Thomas at this point. No wonder it's so detailed and looks as well as it does, because they've got the details. They've got the blueprints essentially to how these things look and how they should look. And the modelling on these is really, really well done. I mean, Clarabelle, like the eyes move, brilliant. Now, I've had a look at the scenarios and they are pretty, I mean, I'm not going to say anything at now because I'm going to do the videos for them, but they are really cool. Some effort's been put into this, I can assure you. This is really good. It's different. If this doesn't bring in, obviously, younger audiences to the train sim like world scene, if it's just for this alone, it's pretty epic. And if they go on to enjoying different stuff, even better. So obviously Thomas is looking like Thomas. Lovely, it really is superb. It looks right as well. It just feels right in the game. Can we climb in? I don't think we can. No, we can't climb. We have to go on the platform. Very nice. Now, presume we can cook a couple. I'm not chatting rubbish here, but that is actually the correct coupling sound from the TV. Pretty epic. I'm absolutely amazed with this. Really am. Should we take him for a drive down to the top end and back? I think we should. Let's go and... Oh, hang on. Let's just having a moment. There we go. Don't have a moment while I'm trying to do a video, for Christ's sake. There we go. Got a torch. Well, so at night time, essentially, you can have a look. This is Thomas's cab. It's looking really nice. I'm loving the texture. Really liking the textures. Now, you can't actually, as far as I'm aware, you can't move any of this. It's all static. It all works on a simple, basically a simple control system. On the PC, I'm on PC here, so A and D, H for the headlight, and that's as much as you need. It literally works on A and D. So if you're on console, it'd be your triggers at the back, like your flappy trigger thing. Whatever, I don't know what they call them, but yeah. You push them down, stop and go. And before we go anywhere, I'm going to have to set a route here because we've got signals. We'll take it down the top. That signal hasn't animated for whatever reason, but... I'm hoping my track is actually set. Is that my eyes playing tricks on me, or is that wheel doing something weird? I have to notice that it's actually inside the bodywork. There, it looks like it's doing some weird LOD stuff. I don't know if it's just the way I'm looking at it or not. Very strange. No, let's get some power on. Pretty impressive that, to be honest. The sounds. The little suspension bobs up and down as well, really cool on the track on the track joints. Oh, we're at the end. It's a good heads-out view, that, as well. I saw this on the article. Pretty decent. Dun, 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 dun. Very nice. I like that. That's special. That's like coming to the end of, you know, the original series, like, intro. Is it Farquhar Station? Sort of coming into Farquhar Station and finishing. Epic. Absolutely epic. Well, well, we're at the buffers and we ain't going to go through them because it's not the Magic Railroad and we are not going through to Shining Time. There's only one thing for it. We're going to have to go back. We're going to go back and pick a diesel. So, what we'll need to do, we'll need to set another route and we're going to reverse ourselves back. So, set a path. Take ourselves back down here. The station's here somewhere, so we'll just do that. Further destination. We can open doors, I think. Yeah, we can open doors. I mean, there's no actual markers on this platform, by the way, but just have a quick look inside there, you can see. It's a suburban set. Full load. But there's a little bit of detail missing in that there's a gap. Like the swoosh going up and round sort of a bit too high maybe, where it should go down where that gap is. God knows. Right, let's get them doors shut. We are obviously on timetable here. Thomas is just mingling in with the old Class 87s. There we go. His eyes move as well, you can see. And obviously when you blow the whistle, his face sort of like, it looks like he's pushing the whistle out. His eyes closed and everything. You can actually see the suspension pretty well here on our incorrigible. I think Thomas likes his time over at Cardiff. I said Cardiff then, not Cardiff, we're at Cardiff. I think he'll want to come again. This is just a trial visit. Thomas will be welcome at Carnforth. Blow the whistle because we've got a foot crossing coming up. Amazing stuff though. Diesel's looking all devious there, that face. Excellent. Right, doors are open, passenger can do what they please, although they won't get off because there's no markers on it. For us, however, we are going to jump off here and leave Thomas. I think we can do anything in the back there, so obviously the coal goes in on this bunker at the back. If you uncouple the his rear light comes on. Different coupling sounds there, listen. Can you climb on, Thomas? Yes, you can. Any fish? Right. Let us leave Thomas behind for now. Let us go and visit Devious Diesel, who is based on a Class 08. But it doesn't look like Class 08. This is not just the DTG rehash of a Class 08. It has a lot more differences than you'd think, although it is the same sort of shape as an 08. But bulky ladders on the front. got a sort of cute face, but also a mischievous face going on at the same time there. That butter wouldn't melt. These fans are quite nice. I like this, the grubbiness on these. I think you can open doors, you can, there you go. You can climb in if you want. The hay left over. You can't shut the door on yourself, I don't. There you go. We've got loaded trucks at the minute. We've got the tarpaulin over the top. There is actually unloaded versions of these as well. Now, one thing I would have said would have been nice is if these trucks didn't all have the same face expression. The eyes aren't all in sync, thankfully, but maybe some different faces on them, just some different facial expressions would have been quite nice. So they're not all identical same, that's, you know, sort of, maybe just put some different sort of faces. But yeah, that's cool. It also comes with a brake van as well, just to put that one out there. I don't think I can get on there. Look over at the turntable. Right. Let's go and have a look in the cab. So it does sort of resemble the standard BR Class 08 cab. It is a bit different though. It's actually got less stuff in here, a bit more simplified. However, we don't know what diesel looks like inside because diesel has never been seen inside a cab on TV. So it could look like anything. I mean, this does the job. Hello. You get the idea or feeling you've been watched. I feel like I'm being watched currently. But yeah, it does the job. Now, I need to set a path. We're going to have to go down the back. We'll have to go down to the top line here. Now, I'm just doing a double check that I've got a clear run here because I have no idea what's going to happen if I don't check. It looks like it potentially might have actually set me the line. It has. Excellent. Right. That is absolutely class. Got his top light there. Ooh. A plume of smoke comes out. I'm just awaiting these trucks to shout on, faster, faster. And power on. Now the horns and whistles on these things are absolutely fantastic. They're right. The proper set. The sounds are proper. There's no hash job being done here. They've got the proper sounds as you would have expected from the TV, which I like. It's a proper job. This. Now, one thing to note with this pack, you can't couple up to standard stuff in the game. You can only couple up to Thomas stuff. So, and in Clarabelle, troublesome truck and brake, and you can't go and couple up to some HEAs or some turbats or seed cows. It won't work. However, I expect someone to probably do something. I'm awaiting mods. No doubt someone will do a mod. It just looks so right in the game. It matches him perfectly. With the slackness on the couple of the bounce against. A plume of smoke there. Excellent that. What are your thoughts, guys? I know there's a lot of hate towards this pack. I don't know why. At the end of the day, most people that like trains probably watched Thomas the Tank when they were kids, so I don't understand why everyone's so hostile towards it. It's a bit petty, to be honest. If you don't like it, just move along. This is going to bring so much enjoyment to a lot of kids. Definitely. Right, let's take him back. Go down there. Just have a quick look again. We can have a look at the brake van now. I don't know if you can go in it or not. No, you can't go inside. That's a shame. I think you just give it a bit of a standard interior like a normal brake van. I'm not sure if it's a typical Thomas brake van or not, that really. It's a brake van. Need Toad. Oliver and Toad. To be fair, I think Thomas the Tank did have many different types of brake vans. I recall some of the ones. It looks good. It's a nice rake. Good selection of stock you get with this, to be honest. There is some vans with fireworks stuff to do with it as well. Not sure if that's more related to scenarios. Right, mate, I'm watching you. Give it a good shove, there we go. So you get Thomas the Tank, Diesel and a number of trucks along with Annie and Clarabelle. The pack itself is based on the West Somerset Railway, which you will see in future videos and streams, with a narrative storyline. I think there's like 8 scenarios with it. It features the Topham Hat, Mr. Peters, as well, which are the featured characters. You can do formation design, I believe, but you can't do custom liveries on it. It's a shame, but unfortunately, it's probably the licensing agreement, unfortunately. It also comes with a load of stuff for West Somerset Railway as well, so there's been a load of updates to that. Further improved foliage, landscape materials, tiers to be 5 standards. Route signalling, lighting, improved track to include tiers to be 5 long distance shadows. Suspension to the West Somerset stock, 33 to 52. Conductor mode as well has been in there. Interactive benches. Open up for passengers and the players, and more. Now, the Thomas the DLC itself, you need to have West Somerset Railway for it to work in terms of if you want to play it on there. Now, I'm wondering whether you can still buy the pack without West Somerset if you want to just go and play on other routes. No doubt you can, but to play on that route you need to have obviously that route. Now, you can get the pack itself £19.99, so this is the core Thomas DLC. So £19.99, pounds, $24.99 or €24.99. There is also a bundle for Thomas, and I'm presuming Traceable 5 Thomas edition will be available on 20th of March. I'm presuming the Thomas edition is basically TSW and Thomas, maybe? I think. Doesn't quite say unless I've missed something, but that 40's just disappearing now. Look. All the trucks bob along. Put some brakes on here because there's some what's going on. I'd like to know how close I was to the mark there. Perfect position. Now, I'm just quickly looking to see if I've missed anything on the old article there, but I feel like I've got the gist of it and everything's there. There is a timetable as well for the pack on West Somerset, if you wish to do stuff like that. It says on here, on top of the narrative on the snows, an alternative timetable will be available on the West Somerset Railway route with all the Thomas friends and characters, as well as Diesel 47 and 09 available to operate along England's longest heritage railway. So there is that as well. Now, 8 scenarios on the West Somerset. Be careful, some of the scenarios have 2 different outcomes, depending on whether players can successfully complete the tasks or not. The scenarios are narrated, by the way. Now this is the special thing, right? They are actually narrated by Mark Moraghan, who was a narrator on the TV series between 17 and 21 series, with subtitles available, and simple cutscenes help tell the story between between the player and the narrator itself. I think that's absolutely fantastic. They've actually got a proper voice for doing it, not just some AI. The fact that they've actually got a proper narrator from the some of the series is brilliant. Top marks. We're gonna leave it there. Digest it. Put your thoughts in the comments below, and keep your eye out. We'll do some of the play through stuff coming up on the next videos. For now, guys, take care. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit your notification bell for your future videos, and again, you can find the link in the description if you wish to pick up the pack itself. Until next time, guys, all the best, take care, and thank you. Bye for now.